What is going on, guys? I am John from PokeCom TCG. TCGPlayer seems to be acting back to normal for now. I was able to get back into my account and get my orders processed and ready to be shipped. I already missed my post office, or no, I didn't miss my post office, but wife's still at work, so she has a car right now, so I can't take them in, but I will take them in whenever she gets off. So the 3 orders that came in last night, they probably will get shipped out today. I would like to say thank you to one of the orders. They're definitely probably not to their knowledge, but definitely put me through a test today. It was a 50 card order. It's my biggest order yet. And but what I did with that, I put the 50 cards together in a team bag. Any card over $5, I put into a sleeve, and then put them all into a team bag. Put them into a bubble mailer, and then I put it into a box. One, I like bubble mailers, but with it being the amount of cards, I didn't want them just in a bubble mailer. So it just depends on how many cards were in the order is how I do it. I felt to make sure that it was properly secure to go ahead and throw it into a box. Not a big deal to me. If I got to do it like that for future orders, I will. It does not hurt me sending cards in a box sometimes, even though, yeah, you probably could send them in different PWEs. I just think having them all together in one location is easier for tracking. But yeah, so with that being said, since it was a bigger order, I'm not really going to talk too much about that because, like I said, just throw them in a team bag, throw it in a bubble mailer, and then throw it in a box. But with the other orders, what I like to do with PWE, so you got your windowed envelopes right here, which whenever you print it out, it will have their name and address here. And then I need to get a stamp or something because I'm tired of writing out my address. A stamp or sticker for that. And then obviously you put your envelope with your extra out stamps over here. And then I use a team bag from BCW, and I'll throw them all in here. Even if it's just one card, I'll put it in a team bag. And then depending on how expensive the card is, I'll also put it into a coin bag, which is just like a little piece of cardboard bag that a card just slides right into it. Multiple cards can fit in it too. So I do like doing that just because it adds a little bit of extra protection. And then I also have some Ding Defense that I like to use. They're very sturdy. I really do like them. And I've even gotten orders in them too and never had any issues on the receiving end from other people. So I'll use that. And then I also have my little piece of the tape. So Ding Defend also, it came with this too, but they also offer a monthly subscription service. I went ahead and bought 2 months worth just so I could be stocked up. So it was about, I think it was like 250 or 300. I don't remember fully. I've had them for a while now. But yeah, so I'm already stocked up on those, so I'm just using these for now. But what I like to do is I'll put the card into a team bag, and I'll cut a tiny little hole in the team bag just so there's no air stuck inside of it. And then I'll put a piece of tape, and I'll tape this Ding Defender to the team bag. And then after that, what I like to do is, let's say, I need a piece of paper. Okay, let's say this is a piece of paper. So you put the card in here, and I make sure that the picture is facing the Ding Defend. And then I'll tri-fold the paper, and then whichever side is thicker, so you have your address most of the time on the front with just one page in between. But then on the back, you sometimes have two. So I'll put it right there in between the tri-fold like that, so it has two on the back of the card and then one on the front. I don't know how good that is, but yeah. So basically tri-fold, you have it tri-folded, and then you just put it there. And then I'll also put a piece of tape on the front there, so that way it holds the card from slide. Oh, that looked totally pause. So it stops the card from sliding back and forth like that. Dang. Anyway, so that's what I like to do with my shipments. So I just want to talk a little bit about that today and kind of give you all a little insight on what it is to do with packing. So I recommend getting a scale. I recommend getting a couple different size boxes. I went with 6x6x4 and also 8x8x4. I got the packing tape, or not packing tape. I got the packing paper, and I also got the bubble wrap. So I like to kind of combine all those, and depending on the order is what I use. I do have regular bubble mailers that I can use for other orders that are like a couple cards or one card that is over that price range where I'm more so comfortable with sending that in a bubble mailer. But yeah, anything over 50 will get tracking, and then depending on the card or the order, some things under 50 will still receive tracking also. But majority of the time, for me, it's got to be over $50 for tracking. Like I said, it just depends on what the order is or what the card is. So, um, but yeah, if y'all have any tips, tricks, leave them down in the comment section for me. If y'all want a more in length video of packing, I can probably do that for you too. But yeah, if y'all like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't, dislike it. Give me that negative feedback. I work on constructive criticism. So, all right, that's it for today, and we'll catch up with y'all next time. Have a good one.